So the case against using monetary or fiscal policy to try to stabilize the economy is mainly based on the idea of there being lags between when the policy is needed and when it can actually be implemented. So it takes a lot of time to actually implement these policies, and by the time they get implemented, the recession might already be over on its own. Also, sometimes it's question on how really accurately, how accurate can um, the government, really manage the overall aggregate demand, or the Federal Reserve, how much can they really manage the overall aggregate demand? Are these policies actually destabilizing the economy versus trying to actually stabilize it? So, do you create an artificial boom that's really unsustainable by having low interest rates or increased aggregate demand because of expanding your fiscal policy through government spending, let's say through a stimulus or something like that? So there's some people that say that really the policymakers should just focus on long-run economic growth. These were things we covered in Chapter 7 with the productivity chapter, and Chapter 8 looking at what drives long-run increases in investment in your economy, and try to basically, just keep inflation low, not trying to overall actively manage the economy. So long-run goals, increasing GDP, and make sure you just have low inflation. That's what these people are saying. Focus on versus the short-run fluctuations that really maybe the policymakers can't control as much as they think they can. One other thing, just the last recession that we had, the Great Recession, the idea of shovel-ready jobs, and then afterwards, it was stated, okay, well, maybe the jobs weren't as shovel-ready as we thought. That's, indicating a lag between actually the policy being needed and then actually being able to be implemented. There's a lag between the two. And this little cartoon shows it pretty well, talking about kind of analogy with Paul Revere warning about a recession, and he's trying to warn people about recessions, and by the time he gets there, the recession's over, and then at the last step here is, okay, well, we got the fiscal policy, the stimulus bill ready, and here the recession's already over. So the lag between the fiscal policy and the actual recession. So you can kind of see the case for not trying to actively stabilize the economy in the short run.